Have you ever wondered where psychology actually came from? Who first tried to understand the human mind? Or how psychology grew from ancient philosophy to today's modern science of behavior and brain research? Welcome back to Psych Academy, where we explore the world of psychology in a way that's simple, powerful, and life-changing. Today, this topic, the origin and development of psychology, a journey through time that reveals how the science of the mind was born. Psychology before psychology. Before psychology became a scientific field, philosophers were the first to ask big questions. What is the mind? Why do humans behave the way they do? How do we think, feel, and experience the world? Thinkers like Plato, Aristotle, and Descartes explored memory, motivation, dreams, and consciousness. They didn't run experiments, but their ideas laid the foundation for everything psychology is today. Aristotle even wrote De Anima, on the soul, which many consider one of the earliest works exploring human behavior. The birth of psychology as a science. The official birth of modern psychology happened in 1879, when Wilhelm Wundt established the world's first psychology laboratory in Leipzig, Germany. This moment transformed psychology from philosophy into science. Wundt studied reaction times, sensation and perception, conscious experience. He introduced the method called introspection, analyzing one's own thoughts and feelings under controlled experiments. This is why Wundt is known as the father of modern psychology, early schools of thought. As psychology developed, various schools of thought emerged. Each offered a different way to understand the human mind. 1. Structuralism, Wundt and Titchener, focused on breaking down mental processes into basic elements, like sensations, emotions, and thoughts. 2. Functionalism, William James, asked, what is the purpose of behavior? He emphasized adaptation, survival, and the mind's ability to help us function. 3. Psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud, explored the unconscious mind, childhood experiences, dreams, and hidden desires. 4. Behaviorism, Watson Skinner, rejected introspection, believed psychology should study observable behavior only. Concepts, conditioning, reinforcement, learning. 5. Humanistic psychology, Maslow, Rogers, focused on self-growth, free will, purpose, and reaching full potential. 6. Cognitive psychology, Piaget, Neisser, centered on how we think, learn, remember, and solve problems. Psychology meets biology. As brain science exploded in the 20th and 21st centuries, psychology entered the age of neuroscience. We began to understand how neurons fire, how emotions form, how memories are stored, how stress affects the brain. The merging of psychology plus biology created fields like neuropsychology, cognitive neuroscience, biopsychology. This allowed us to study the mind not just through behavior, but through brain scans, imaging, and biological research. Modern psychology. Today, psychology is a massive field with dozens of branches. Clinical psychology, mental health, therapy, diagnosis. Social psychology, influence, conformity, relationships. Developmental psychology, human growth from infancy to old age. Personality psychology, traits, temperament, and individual differences. Industrial organizational psychology, workplace behavior, productivity, leadership. Positive psychology, happiness, resilience, strengths. Cognitive psychology, learning, memory, thinking. Biological psychology, brain behavior connections. Psychology today is a blend of science, research, therapy, and human understanding. Psychology has evolved from ancient philosophy to laboratory science to brain-based research, to one of the most important fields shaping the modern world. Understanding psychology helps us improve mental health, build better relationships, understand ourselves and others, make smarter decisions, live more meaningful lives, and that is the true power of psychology. If you learned something today, make sure to like, subscribe, and continue your journey with Psych Academy.